Hey, welcome everyone. And look, the gang's here, right?
Hey,
Spontaneous Perspective Volume 3, man. And like I said, when we tape the shows, we don't know when we're going to tape. We don't know when we're going to talk about most of the time. And this is what makes this beautiful title of the show, Spontaneous Perspective, so unique.
let me put
Because
on
we
my Mad Hatter.
So what's up, ladies?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Transformation. Here we go. Going down.
yeah.
What's going on?
I'm cooling. I'm cooling.
The weather
How
Y'all
here
hear me?
in PA is rainy and cold. How's the weather where you
rainy
guys?
and cold?
Yeah.
Mine's rainy and cold, snowy a little bit.
Oh, sounds like Christmas. Frightful and delightful.
So how you guys been the last couple of days? I know we haven't done a show since Volume 2, and Volume 2, definitely thank everybody that was able to tune in. So we're gonna thank them for tuning into this show because we got an interesting conversation planned.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Carmen,
share, and
everything good?
subscribe.
Everything's good. I was just thinking about your question. Like, I had a decent weekend. Like, I actually used my weekend for me. In a long time, I haven't done that. And I appreciated my time. I had good conversation. It was growth. It was understanding. I just had a very good couple of days, but it was exhausting too at the same time. So
You
here I
know, it's funny you said that because you two have been a springboard for me for the weekend. Some
am.
things that I had going on, and it was exhausting to try to deal
Mm-hmm.
with a situation. And then, once I finally made a decision on how I was going to handle it, kind of was like a big burden off my chest and a lot of relief. So I felt better, and the week has been good. The week has been very slow, I guess, with the weather and all the stuff going on. But you know, uh, all is well.
Do you feel like you released? Like, do you feel like that little rough patch that we had? We
No, I
all
think I think I think sometimes what we try to do is put a round peg in a square. Like we really, really, definitely when you, like you just said to me via text, when you believe in something and that's your dream, you have to understand that it's not everybody's dream or vision. So you could believe it 1,000%, and they could believe it 80. So you're fully invested. You're 10 toes down, as they like to say, and another person may not be is 10 toes down, and it could be problematic if you feel like you're carrying the weight or you're carrying the baton, and they're not carrying their weight.
mm,
So what I've tried to do lately is lower my expectation, which could be a little hard. So, but lower your expectation and basically just get what you can get. And it sounds crazy because you're like, yo, I'm telling you, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this, you could do that, do that. That ain't what they might want to do. And I had that situation earlier today when right before you text me and I told you what was going on.
mm,
The things didn't work out as planned, and I was like, damn, I really wanted to address something, but couldn't do it because of that. So, being that our topic of our show is spontaneous perspective, sometimes you got to have that spontaneous reaction to things that you even plan, and
mm.
being able to say, okay, this happened. That's where it's at. I'm gonna just leave that there and not allow. Don't feed into it and let it become a life of its own,
Yeah,
so to
because it'll
say.
grow.
Yeah. So, you guys, one of the things that's trending right now, and I thought it was interesting because it's always I do a show called Trending Topics, but I don't want to discuss all the trending topics that's going on. But I wanted to discuss one of the things that's trending is former NBA basketball player, podcaster of All the Smoke podcast, produced by Showtime, co-host with Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes. He was at the San Francisco 49 and Dallas Cowboy game over the weekend, and he got caught on video spitting on his fiance's ex-husband. He's a former football player himself, and like you actually got actual footage of Matt Barnes spitting on another person, another man. Matt Barnes also is the same one who had a fight with one of his former teammates because the teammate broke what they consider the code in the NBA, not messing with somebody's ex-wife or whatever, and they had an altercation, and it was real public. And Matt Barnes twins. People love his kids because they're twins and they're really funny. Matt Barnes has a personality. He's from Santa Clara, California. He's a personality. He's an influencer. At the end of the day, like people try to say, he's part of the culture, I guess. So saw the video, and they saying that the police are going to question him.
That's assault, right?
And in black culture, spitting is like one of the lowest forms of disrespect.
Absolutely.
What's your guys' thoughts on the whole incident and the whole dynamic of men arguing over a woman, regardless of whether it was right, wrong, or indifferent, on why they was arguing? He assaulted him. He actually would have been better off punching him in the face, but he spit on him. What's your guys' thoughts?
It's wild, man. First of all, that's something that you're not used to. Like you said, throwing punches, shooting at somebody, you know what I mean? That's kind of like the culture. Granted, that's not a good part of the culture, but spitting on somebody is, like you said, the ultimate disrespect. Like, she's your ex. Like, why all of the animosity? Why that level of lowness? Like,
degrading.
Yeah, like why? What was it? What? Like Cardi B says, what's the reason? Like, why? Like, I'm for sure you knocking down other boxes. So why you focus on what this man is doing? Like, I mean, did he do something to his kid? Like, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm trying to understand, like, why.
Because you got the girl. It ain't like the guy got the girl. You're the fiance. The guy's the ex-husband. So as we would say, you got the girl. You got the goal.
The prize. I get it.
Yeah, you got the prize.
So the one with the prize hit the ex.
So why are you so upset? Yeah, why are you so?
I just don't understand why.
And you quote unquote a celebrity. So you go in there, you got security, because you don't know, you might have one person security, or even, when you go to these type of events, because you're quote unquote a noticeable figure, they might have a security at the stadium, like just to make sure you're okay. So
that don't matter to him. That really don't matter to him. He overall sounds like he got some anger management issues. But really, why? Like, why? Like, that? Did she disclose something to him? Like,
she might be comparing him to the ex. It has to be a reason that it has to be. I mean, if he has her, there has to be some comparison. It has to be something deeper than just he saw him and just spit on him.
See, we like to call guys like that a simp. Men like to call guys like Matt Barnes a simp, because at the end of the day, dude, you got the prize. Why are you fighting this guy? This guy should be the one, quote unquote, angry. But apparently, whatever he said to you, like, yo, you're supposed to walk away, handle yourself with class and decorum, because you got the prize. So he flipped your gut. He flipped your gut with saying something crazy. like how his stuff tastes in your mouth. Because we know how people could be very vindictive when they're arguing and talking slick.
Right.
I mean, but at the end of the day, that's what you chose to do. I mean, you didn't go out and get a virgin. You went out and got somebody that has been with somebody. So you're supposed to, quote unquote, handle yourself like a man, like a better person. I mean, we all get upset and angry, but your whole frustration not only could cost you as we say, the bag, but it could also get you arrested. I mean, you look stupid right now. You look like a whole clown, and you had went through all this stuff with Kwame Brown when Kwame Brown was calling you Becky with the good hair. And it's like, dude, the dude that he spit on, he's a football player, but he's shorter. Kwame Brown is a tall guy. So, like, you ain't really, you saying y'all show is, y'all want to smoke, all about the smoke. Like, I think that a lot of these celebrity guys that come from bad conditions, and I didn't do too much research on him to know where he came from, but I think that one thing that we do in our community, when we make it, we get caught up in wanting to keep it real, or keep it hood, or try to uphold this image that you tough. Like, dude, you played yourself.
Yeah, like is he gonna mess up all of his, like, I mean, does he really
potentially?
Have
I mean, if you were a corporation, would you put your money behind his brand now?
Not at this point, because now everybody's gonna be literally spitting on whatever the brand is. Just like Kanye, and they, Adidas taking everything away from that man.
Did the spit land on him?
Spit in his face, Carm.
Oh my God.
And he lived to tell the story.
I sent you the video.
I know, I couldn't hit the play button.
They were arguing. They were being catty and arguing, and he like hog spit.
Oh,
that deep throat. That back.
Oh, so they were having a conversation. It wasn't just like he walked on them and spit on them.
You know when you got the head cold and it be the yellow
green. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, that's enough to. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's not funny.
Yeah, that's enough to. I'm sorry, but if he wanted to do a cheap shot like that, and I was the dude that got spat on, I'm gonna do a cheap shot. I'm like smooth kicking you in your balls. Like I'm over here. Like
spat on that man in the age of COVID sickness. Like, you don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I get it.
Unless the man that got spit on was like Jesus and turned the other cheek. I mean, come on.
Well, they all I can say is from the video, it looks like they were being restrained. But we talking about a football player, professional football player, and an ex-professional basketball player. They didn't do too much restraining. If they really wanted to get at each other, they could have got at each other.
Hey,
yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's not a good look. It's not. I wonder what he said though. He had to say something. He probably
you could see the whole Louis just.
Oh my goodness, Monica!
It was Monica. It was the deep throat.
That was down. Like right here.
The hog spit.
It was right here. That was residing right here.
Yeah. The one that been in there all day and you've been trying to get it out.
I'm done. I'm not doing this.
It looked like a chick there, man. I ain't even gonna go.
Yeah, please. Come on.
All right, come on. Let's move on because that right there.
What you think should happen to him? They said the police come looking for him. He's gonna be arrested eventually.
Well,
he's gonna do the perp mug shot. It's gonna be all over social media. But he's gonna be sitting there looking like this.
I didn't need to eat that. He's gonna have to sit in that one, buddy. He's gonna have to own that. Like that's a shame. I'm like, what can you say after that? And then, it's on camera. We got footage. What can you say? He made me mad.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, so that's basically, I wanted to ask you guys about it because I seen it and I thought it was interesting. And it was kind of trending and it'll probably be trending heavy tomorrow. But also I wanted to ask y'all a question.
Okay.
What motivates you? I was thinking about the question earlier. I was looking at some stuff on social media, and I always bug out with social media. It's because this is what we do. This is what we do for here. This is what we're part of the social media landscape, the content creators landscape on a smaller version right now. Hopefully we'll be successful in what we're trying to do. But I wanted to ask y'all, what motivates you? Because I noticed that, I don't know how it is for women, but for guys, right? We'll follow somebody on IG. Say if guys follow a woman from IG, just a random person, they might be singing, whatever, you might see a talent. And then for me, I noticed that it always seems like it's a progression on social media. Like the more views, the more likes this person gets. For me, looking at certain women, it seems like they just start taking their clothes off. And then like you'll see a lot of the women, they getting sponsorships from Fashion Nova, which is all good. I mean, you do what you do if this is what you're into. So I was asking myself, like, what motivates people to do what they're doing? I mean, so I wanted to ask you guys, like, really, what motivates
you? I can just say I motivate me, right? But then I really thought about it. Like, I thought about, like, how I am feeling when it depends. It depends. Because sometimes when I'm mad and somebody makes me mad, I'm motivated to not be mad anymore or to prove that person wrong or something. I'm being honest. I don't know. Like, I don't have a clear answer. I don't have a clear answer for that.
Why, Carmen, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I have a lot of answers.
When you get up in the morning, and the first thing you do, your feet hit the floor, right? Because I know you don't jump up out the bed. Nobody, if you get up and just jump straight out the bed, you're liable to fall back down because your equilibrium has to catch up. So you get up, you put your 2 feet on the floor. You might thank God you got up, or thank the Creator, right? So then you go to the bathroom, you use the bathroom, get yourself together. Everybody has that mirror in their bathroom, and it's like when you wake up in the morning, you're looking in the mirror, but honestly, you're looking back at yourself. So before you brush your teeth, wash your face, I'm quite sure in the morning you'll be like, oh, it's a rough day. You might have sleep in your eyes. So I'm quite sure subconsciously you ask yourself, how I'm going to get through what I got to do today. So what motivates you, Carm? I mean, there's something there.
Peace. Maintaining my peace motivates. It's, I long for that all day. I want peace. Like, I don't want to stress. I don't want to be angry. So I'm working on that constantly. I don't care if I find myself rearranging my house multiple times because it's just not right, or I'll light a candle or I'll light an incense or put some soft music on all day just to keep my peace when I'm home.
So that's basically your routine.
Yep.
Monica, you mighty quiet. You see, Monica always thinking. She's like she tries to.
You see this?
Yeah,
this is my magic wand.
Writing down. Because Monica is one of them people. Yeah, I'm gonna just give y'all a little tidbit for the chat. Right? Who's gonna watch the broadcast? She might be emotional, but she tries to use a lot of logic. So she's sitting back taking notes, thinking. So now, Monica. You wake up, hair disheveled. You done got up before baby girl. So now you up. You looking at yourself in that mirror after you done went to the bathroom. So now you sitting there in front of the mirror like, damn. Even before you wash your hands, I guarantee you look in that mirror in the morning.
I glance. I don't stare at her.
You peek at it?
I glance at her. Hey, what's up?
So tell
what
me
we doing today?
What is that subconscious thought of motivation?
Believe it or not, in the early part of the millennium, I had a nickname, and it was Motivated Mimi.
Mhm.
I have been a very motivational person. I've been a very driven person. So when you ask, excuse me, who motivates me, I wrote a few things. My aunts, she's not my blood sister, but through the blood of Christ, she's my sister. My little sister, my daughter, myself. I love Sarah Jakes. And before Carmen said it, I wrote time and peace. And then as Carmen was speaking, I wrote commitment. I'm committed to the task that is set before me. Understanding that that's my purpose, that is what motivates me. Every morning I'm up between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, but I don't get out the bed until about 6:45. But I lay there and I think on what I need to get done, what I need to prioritize. And then there's times that I just lay there and say, you gonna lay in this bed. You're not gonna rush. And we're just gonna go with the flow today. Yeah. Since earlier this week, Monday, because I'm getting over COVID, I was like, I'm not rushing for nobody. I am the sole provider for my child right now. I'm not rushing. I'm not. So every day this week, I have laid around and let her lay around, and I'm just taking her to school. And that helps us to stay connected.
I'm going to ask you guys in reference to that, right? Because I think that a lot of, as we would say, when we're getting older, we move in slow motion. We understand our own mortality, and we try to live very peaceful. Do you think that we wasted, and hindsight's always 2020. Do you think that when you look back 10 years ago, just 10, do you sit back and say, damn, I wasted a lot of my free time 10 years ago? Carmen?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I listened to something that Dick Gregory said. Shout out to Dick Gregory. Definitely very important to me. All the information that he gave us and continues to give us from his videos, right? But I was listening to something and he was like, you go to work for 8 hours a day. They tell you to sleep for 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing the other 8 hours? You ain't called your mother. You ain't called your father. You ain't called your mate. You ain't played with your children. You haven't eaten. And when you think about it, growing up in America, like for us, everything is moving. We never really have time to, as he would say, be in accord with the universe, be just at still. And the question and why I asked and the reason and you and Carmen's answer is it aligns with mine. I'm one of them people that is a night person. I'm not really a morning person per se, but I'm a night person. So when I get up in the morning, I have a very distinct routine. Get up, pray, get myself together, turn on the news in my work truck while I'm warming the truck up. So I sit there and listen for about 20 minutes. But then I need that solitude. I don't want nobody talking to me. I need to, because it's pretty early when I get up. And even if I didn't get up early, you ever just want peace?
Yes.
Want peace and quiet. Drive to the park and just sit in your car and look at people in the park having fun. And you're just sitting in your car. And I think that a lot of times we don't have that.
Carmen? I think it's you have to make time for that. You must, because for me that's grounding myself. Like every day I try to at least go outside and touch something living, not no animal, but like plant life and trees. I'm a tree.
Not a person, Carmen. Disclaimer. Huh?
I'm just saying, dude, trees. Okay. I like the water. I noticed, even my children notice, like they can tell when I need to go to the water. My daughter will be like, Mom, think you might want to go to the water? And I'm like, why? Do I have an attitude? She's like, so I need that. And we have to make time for us. We have to. It's important. What'd you say, Mike?
No, I was over here being smart.
It's funny because I just saw a comment about water on Facebook that just had me cracking up. It was just crazy that the person said what he said, but we sometimes intellectualize everything. Monica?
So you asked 10 years ago, until now, did I waste time? And the first thing that came to mind was no. No, I didn't waste time. I experienced life in a variety of ways. I got married. I had a child. I traveled with my family. I created memories. I captured memories with my camera. I turned my little photography business into a LLC. I think I grew a lot. I engaged in therapy. I purchased a house. I purchased my own vehicle. I don't think I waste time. I think I took advantage of time and was productive of my time. Now, in regards to my time, did I prioritize it the way I should have? No, I don't think I prioritized it the way that I should have. But I definitely don't feel like I wasted it. I took advantage of it.
Yeah, I agree. I would say that I wasted a lot of time worrying about the wrong ish. I wasted a lot of time in that way. But yeah, you're right, Monica. It's an experience. We make decisions and then we have an experience. And it's good that when you go through something, go through it and know you went through it and leave it right there. Don't carry it.
Go through the get through, huh?
Yeah, you got to. You have to.
It's not about perfection. It's about progress.
There's nothing else you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about that. Going forward.
Right.
I mean, for the most part, I think that we all create the happiness that we choose to live.
Indeed.
If you look at all the situations going on, I saw something earlier where a guy was doing some filming out in San Francisco of Skid Row. And how he was being nasty to those homeless people. And those homeless people was being nasty to him. And I thought it was interesting, and I was like, damn. Like, these people really got like their 1-bedroom apartment on the sidewalk. Like, I saw bins, bags, I saw a dresser with a tent, and I'm like, yo, like, sometimes you got to be thankful, but you got to also put yourself in the perspective of living within your means and making yourself happy with the life that you created. We all know that certain circumstances put us in situations. However, when we got the health and the means to change our condition, you creating a life for yourself. I mean, Monica, you gave a different outlook on your last 10 years than Carmen myself, but you created that form of happiness for yourself. you created those memories to look back and say, you know what, dang, I was just a novice photographer, and now I'm technically a professional photographer now, and I was able to travel and experience and be happy, and not that you have to travel to be happy, but traveling and being happy and looking back and having no and living life with no regrets or no do-overs, and understand like, yo, like the last 10 years been what it is going to be. Let me worry about the next 10 years and how I'm gonna focus on that.
Right. So the next 10 is fitting to be a whole lot better than the first 10. For real. And while you was talking, this week alone, I've been harping on this idea, and this quote it stays in the front of my mind now. Don't try to manipulate through anything, maneuver. Because manipulation is negative. If you maneuver, it's positive. Because you're cognizant, boom, you're cognizant of it. You're cognizant of, I'm trying to eliminate the negative. I'm trying to, let the pessimism and all of that, let that stay over there. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to be, positive and go in the positive realm.
Carmen, I got a question I want to ask you first. But it's really, I always ask myself the question, but I want to ask you first as a, you always try to give me some good advice to go with. Do you think you work hard for your dreams?
You think I work hard for my dreams?
I'm asking you, do you think you work hard for your dreams?
Not hard enough.
Because you answered my question last night about the procrastination.
Huh?
You answered my question last night about the procrastination is the ... of success. You answered it.
Oh yeah, what'd I say? Procrastination is the opposite of success, or something like that, right? That's what that was one of.
That's what you said it was.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Because I never said what the dots meant.
Oh, they're my dots.
It's
like an open-ended. Was it open-ended? Was it okay?
It's an open-ended question.
Wow. Yeah, that's the answer.
My answer to the question, if I was answering I saw it, would be the enemy of success. Because sometimes we might feel like, damn, it's not enough hours in the day that I want to be able to do this. I got this plan, and then it get late, and it's like, oh, it's routinish again tomorrow, and I gotta, it's like wash, rinse, repeat, and you be like, damn, my whole life is wash, rinse, repeat. Every day is wash, rinse, repeat. But I think when you have that wash, rinse, repeat in your life, you wind up accomplishing stuff because you have a schedule. It's because of routine.
Yeah.
It becomes routine. Now, most people say, well, and it's so crazy that we're talking about this because the title of our show is Spontaneous Perspective. But spontaneous only means our perspective. Just for anybody that watches, and we appreciate your support. We're not saying live life spontaneously. We're saying have a spontaneous perspective on the outlook of life and what we see. So I was saying to myself, like, damn, I wanted to do some things this week in reference to creating something. And I didn't, and I pushed it back. I said, Monday, I'll do it Tuesday. Tuesday, do it. And I didn't do it. And it's Thursday now. And the procrastination it was my enemy to doing something that could be beneficial and successful. So I put the question, it was open-ended, and I loved everybody's response. And I agree with everybody's response. It's no wrong answer. But I was just thinking about it, and sometimes how even myself, and mostly myself, because you get caught up and don't realize that you procrastinate. Carmen, you got on me this week about something I did Saturday and didn't even realize it. You said, yo, I did this. We could have did this. And I'm sitting there like, you're right. Because sometimes you have to seize the opportunity in the moment to do what you need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a tough time with procrastination. Like, I understood exactly what you said about wanting to do something Monday, and here we are on Thursday. It's just something to work on. Like,
Even Monica said to me the other day, this is my schedule. This is the days that we could potentially do the show. But our show is spontaneous, effective. Yeah, it's amazing how, like Monica, you came up with this great title for our show. How spontaneous it's going to be with even doing the show and being able to seize the moment, opportunity. They say when a person gets arrested for murder, I don't want to go too far. They say you have to have means, motive, and opportunity. So that's basically what our show means, motive, and opportunity. So, other than that, all is well. My neighborhood. Any interesting things you guys want to discuss?
Man, did y'all hear about that situation with Erykah Badu and her daughter with the leggings?
No.
So I don't know how old Erykah Badu's daughter is, but everybody know that after Erykah Badu did the window seat song and her video, and she's walking around ass naked. Well, apparently, I think I saw the pictures. Her and her daughter.
Oh, they did.
Put their asses to the camera and was like, "These is the leggings that you need to get."
These are the what?
The leggings, like the stretch pants, like the leggings.
Okay.
But it's like literally that thing is right there.
It was basically showing their
posterior
beautiful shape. Unfortunately, I guess the reason why Monica brought it up is because this is her daughter.
Yeah. I know I'm bottom heavy. More than likely, my daughter's going to be bottom heavy because what they say, you get it from your mama.
I think that
I'm not going to put my baby girl like that.
How old is your daughter? Like a kid? A child?
No, I think if she's not late teens, she's early 20s.
Let me look it up real quick.
You were like, I think it's on the Shade Room. Can I say them? Can I say their name?
Yeah, you can say them.
Okay. I don't want to get us, cut. Yeah, Erykah. I'm always spelling her name wrong.
Her oldest daughter, Uma Badu. She's 18.
She's a beautiful girl.
She's 18.
They must have took it down. I don't see it.
I think that one of the things, when you're dealing with social media, and you're dealing with somebody like Erykah Badu, I think Erykah Badu is an amazing artist. I think Erykah Badu has a perspective on life that's very thought-provoking, very interesting. I think that she is one of those artists that should never be caged, so to say. And this is the dilemma of art. She's looking at art, I believe, as a form of expression. So she, may have just said, we're going to show them how it's done because we got nice backsides. But, the thought police will be like, well, that's your daughter. You shouldn't be. I mean, she probably feel like my daughter's a grown woman. Social media is about these younger people. They're transitioning. They're on the go. Everything's this, that, and third. And they know social media better than some of us old geezers. So I think it's interesting how when you look at celebrity, optics is a whole different set of circumstances. Optics and how things land, because you could do something today that can go viral and people love you, and you get a big name for yourself, and then you could do the same exact thing, or someone could do the same exact thing a year from now, and here go the thought police. They're looking at you. they dragging you, and they basically will cancel you. So I think it's interesting, and I love artists and I love art. So live and let live. Let people express themselves.
Yes, express yourself. Why?
Carmen, you're an artist. You're a painter. You're a poet. You're a singer. As well as a singer, the performer, a drummer, and poet. How do you guys feel about that? Because I always talk about censorship and art, and the being able to convey and speak a language to people that may not be able to articulate what you guys can articulate through your art. What's your opinion on you guys being censorship of art?
I think people should mind their business and let you create. That's it.
There's a lot of genres to art, so people got to understand that.
Yeah,
and if they don't care to understand, so be it. I'm still going to do my art.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, when she did the walkthrough in Dallas, where she just went out there with her camera guy, shot the video in one shot, took off all her clothes and walked through downtown Dallas, and it was an uproar at the time. How do you guys feel about that? Like, why should it have been an uproar? She was public place. I mean, does it have to be some type of...
Listen, if I had Erykah Badu's body, and this is for my music, I already know I'm about to kill. Because it's different.
But why is it different, Monica? Because this leads
to how many black women do you know is going to walk in the downtown, in the hood, whatever, knowing you got body, you're not no crackhead, so you going to turn heads. Like, come on. We used to seeing white boys running out in the middle of the field of a soccer game, or like because they done got too drunk and stupid. Like, we're used to that, so it's like, oh, okay, look at Todd, he's doing it again. Like, the seeing Erykah Badu baddie walking out, like, what? This
discussion could go a lot of places now. You don't open up the door, Monica, talking about you wish you could do it too because of the body. So, do you think subconsciously we body shame?
Of course we do. At 12 years old, 10 years old, I had a body. I'm not top heavy, I'm bottom heavy. It wasn't shamed back in the day, but it was like, oh, well, you got to wear this because you need to cover that up. Mm-hmm. That's subliminal body shaming instead of embracing it. Okay, baby, you look like you about to be a hippie little one, so let me go ahead and, in some capacities, I was helped with certain clothes, but then I also was kind of like, yeah, nah, you're gonna have to dress like Aaliyah because
and the reason why
you got too much.
The reason why I asked that is because on in Let's Talk, one of the biggest celebrities that we've talked about the most is Lizzo. I think Lizzo,
that's my boo right there.
I think Lizzo's an amazing talent, very artistic. And then it's like some people feel like Lizzo should express her art where she shows her body. Then some people feel like she need to put that shit away because it doesn't look right. Then there's people that feel like, well, if Rihanna or another artist could do it, and I'm just using Rihanna as an example, let's just say Erykah Badu can do it.
Robin done gained weight, honey, so
yeah, and if Erykah Badu could do it, why Lizzo can't do it? Lizzo was twerking. I'll never forget a couple years ago when Lizzo was twerking at the Laker game.
Oh my goodness.
People was upset because she had them clappers out.
Some people want to see it, and some people just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just don't prefer that.
I got Monica cracking up because I say clappers. I mean, it was clapping.
Yo, I'm the turn red over here. You got me all the way dead.
Well, she had them clappers. Them clappers was out. She twerk. She get on. I mean, it's social media, so she always puts it on her page when she twerking. Put on her page when she's drinking smoothie. Obviously, you could tell if you follow Lizzo on social media, she deals with a lot of up and down esteem issues, up and down. Listening to the critics, listening to the detractors or whatever,
but
goes back to what we.
Q, I'm gonna say this: people gotta understand, like you said, who motivates you, what her motivation is. In comparison to Erykah Badu, she was just like on effort mode. She didn't care. She's like, I'm gonna get my music across, whatever. Lizzo's platform is different than Erykah Badu's.
Mm-hmm.
Erykah Badu is, okay, this is my body. I'm one with the earth. This is who I am.
It's a message.
Right. Whereas with Lizzo, she's like, this is me. I am talented. It doesn't matter if you're skinny or if you're plus size. Accept you for who you are. Don't try to fit into this box of what you think celebrities are supposed to look like. And her platform continues to increase on a regular, even though people look at her, because some of her stuff is like not classy, but that should not outweigh her platform and what she's doing for these young ladies who are plus size, who, she had a whole platform on Prime. She had a whole series where she just picked all of these big girls, size 12 up to size 24, and was encouraging them, no, shake all that fat.
Size 24.
If you can move, yes, if you can move, you're going to be on my platform. And she had very tearful moments where she was encouraging these girls, no, you're not going to be small. Like, and let's keep it a buck. Beyonce's not small like she used to be because she done dropped some real kids. But, I mean, you're not going to be like Beyonce. You're not going to be, like you said, Rihanna. Like, you just got to, this is a real life, Lizzo is a real life person. And I think Lizzo, her platform, yes, some of the things she does is distasteful, but it keeps her in the forefront. So she could say, oh, well, why y'all looking at me? Let me tell you about what I'm doing over here. And then everybody is like, oh, well, let me see what she's doing since we're going to put her in the forefront. Lizzo is not, like I said, some of the things she does is distasteful, but that should not outweigh all the other positive things that she's doing. She's doing, who would look at a band kid? Like, Lizzo was this random band kid who, she played the clarinet, I think it's the clarinet or flute. She played the flute, and then on top of her playing the flute, she was a part of this rap group. After she gave up the rap group, then she ended up doing her own thing, being independent, and now look where she's at.
So, Carmen, do you have a problem with Lizzo having her clappers out?
That's not
every time you say clappers, I think of Wale.
That's not something I like. I to each his own, but I don't want to see
big clappers though.
I don't want to see no clapping, no clappers, no none of that. No.
I'm asking you, Carmen.
I'm saying she can do her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's her thing. I'm not looking for. No, I'm not doing it.
No, and that's why I say it was so distasteful. You know what I mean? Like, I know she means well, but some of the things that she does is so distasteful. It was distasteful to go to an NBA game, which, like you said, then clappers out. But see, you were going to the club.
She may say, for lack of better words, she may say, for lack of better words, I have a camera crew here, and I'm working on my behind the scenes documentary. So this is a form of my art.
That's cool.
So, see, the thing is, I always find it interesting is because we don't judge women the same. You see somebody because some people see Lizzo with those clappers and have a problem with it, but then you see a size 6 or 5, size 7 or 8, and they got their clappers out.
Well, first of all, the size 6 don't got clappers. They got walls. That's it.
Look at all the female artists right now.
They all want clappers.
They're all
That's that BBL.
They're all ex-exotic dancers. So they're all showing body. When they come on the scene, they're showing body. They're talking about that social setting, what goes on in those strip joints, and the bag and the money, and I got this guy spending 2-3 bands on me just to talk to me. So everybody's got their clappers out. So Lizzo, for lack of better words, I think she kind of fooling people. I think she's kind of showing how we have conditioned biases, because nobody says that, for lack of better words, about Megan. Nobody says this about Cardi.
You're right.
And we know they have a past, and they talk about their past, and not judging them. But when they show body, they're all on social media, and people be like, ooh, they put the eye emojis and this, that, and third. When Lizzo got the clappers out,
everybody want to be vomiting,
shaming her, calling her mammy, calling her bed wench, all types of names.
Wow.
So I just find it interesting. And we always say art imitates life, that they're artists and they're basically on the same plane. Now, one, maybe you're talking about rap, and Lizzo may be more pop. But Lizzo has an amazing, if you really look at her fan base is going to be here. She's not going nowhere.
Fan base.
Yeah.
That's the fan base.
It's fun and interesting. Something for us to talk about. Something for people to look at and get a different perspective, because I did a couple shows on Lizzo, and I'm telling you, I think she got people fooled. I think Lizzo might deal with some self-esteem issues, but I also think Lizzo knows how to manipulate the consumer.
No, she definitely, and I'm gonna tell you why I know she got it, because I watched her platform. She did a whole thing on Prime when she talked about the show that she had in Houston, and it was supposed to be equivalent to Coachella. And COVID hit or whatever. She was dealing with this guy.
Supposed to be equivalent to Coachella.
If not Coachella, I believe it was in Houston though. And she was supposed to be doing something, like I said, really big. COVID hit. They smooth shut her down. But it showed how her self-esteem was attacked. Not necessarily because of COVID and the shutdown, but the guy who was in her corner so much, when her platform fell, he fell off. And she was broke up about it. Like, I really thought this dude loved me, but this dude was really about her, not her clappers. He was really about making it, like, getting some money off of her. But still was chasing this guy who didn't really mean well by her. But her self-esteem was definitely affected. I mean, they in the midst of doing her makeup, and I know the makeup artist costs mad money.
Then on the other hand, I think black people are kind of tired, and we kind of feel deceived that Monique was the spokesman for the big girls, when she
out here losing weight.
Yeah, when she used to say skinny women are evil, and then she wound up having the surgery and losing weight, and she never explained, and even Auntie Mo could have came out and said, I had to get the surgery and lose weight. It was a health reason. She never said that. The way Mo used to be dogging skinny women are evil, and she was the spokeswoman for the plus size women.
Yeah, so, when she did, I could easily be your cellmate. When she did that platform, she was, oh my gosh, she was going ham on that.
Yeah.
And then because she ultimately cut her nose off to spite her face, talking about, Ava DuVernay and coming at Tyler Perry and coming at, Oprah. In that time frame, she had no other choice but to shift something outside of her conversation. She had to really shift that thing, because how you gonna make yourself relevant now? You gonna be big and stupid? No, now you want to be back on the scene. Now you're gonna lose weight so somebody makes you relevant again. The struggle is real.
Naughty. Well, it's been a great show. I don't know if you have any final thoughts. Carmen had to. We got to get Carmen to put her phone on Do Not Disturb.
I mean, at the end of the day, we some busy folk. Look, she didn't turn the light on. She popping.
Oh, oops. It was something spontaneous in the back that happened, so I had to get up and go. But Monica,
That's
real quick,
all as well.
you
What up,
just
boo?
said
What happened?
in peace. You said something about
I was talking about how Monique had to do something, about how to lose that weight to make herself kind of relevant again, even though she shifted. We was talking about dang, what was the comedy show that she had? I Could Easily Be Your Cellmate, and how she was coming for all the big, all the skinny chicks. She was calling saying skinny bitches is evil, and then because she was messing up, she was throwing off on Ava DuVernay and Tyler Perry. I forgot the other guy. But like she was throwing, huh?
Lee Daniels.
Yeah,
Right.
like she was throwing off on all of them. So she kind of blacklisted herself by talking a little too freely. And now all of a sudden it's like, well, I need to make myself relevant again. Let me just go over here and drop, shed a few. So when I come back on the scene, this is what I'm doing. So everybody could be like, oh yeah, remember when you was over there calling, skinny bitches evil? Well, why are you trying to work on being a skinny bitch? Like what's going on?
That's a good question.
Outside of your health, I mean, I understand it's for health purposes, but you wasn't saying nothing about the skinny bitches and their health purposes.
Actually, you're right. She wasn't. So, Carmen, any final thoughts?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to
Baby girl keep waking up on you.
I know she is. Change is good. Anything not growing is dying. Embrace yourself. Embrace who you are. I think we should really learn to love ourselves. A lot of times we say it, but we really, once you realize you haven't in certain ways, I think it's good to recognize that and it's good to fix it. So everybody stay up, stay positive.
Love yourself, but without being so self-absorbed, huh?
That part.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
Well, appreciate you guys that'll join us. Beautiful show as usual. These beautiful guests, beautiful co-hosts, beautiful creators of the show. I'll just say that Volume 3 has been very interesting, and I can't wait till we tape Volume 4 and be able to really expand what we're trying to do and be able to, have these spontaneous conversations, so you guys can listen to our perspective and really give us yours. We love feedback. We love to engage with people. We also have a group on Facebook called Spontaneous Perspective where us three are the admins, and we want you to join it and be able to, spit your perspective on questions, answers, statements regarding whatever you choose to. Just don't be too vulgar if you come in the group because you will get kicked out.
Well, I do want to thank you, Q, because there's times that these random perspectives and spontaneous thoughts come, and the fact that you're making it a platform for us to release it instead of holding on to it is quite dope. So thank you for creating a platform.
One thing I learned about social media is that social media, it's funny that they call it social media because social media has really made human beings antisocial. Human beings are not created to be antisocial. Human beings were created to commerce, to live amongst each other, peace, harmony, with respect, and you're supposed to live around other human beings. You don't see fish, you don't see saltwater fish not being in salt water with the other fish. They're creation, and human beings are creation, and we're supposed to socialize. So, I say that to say that social media has really made us antisocial. So this is why this platform, and I'll say that you guys created the platform, just from just us having these type of conversations behind the scenes, and be like, you know what, we might as well just do a show on it. So it allows us to share with the world what we be thinking sometimes and what we be having going on. So appreciate everybody for joining us. With that, we'll see you guys next time.
Love you. Thank you, Car.
I mean, he's saying